Okay, so this question comes from Real Ria, I want to say. That's how you pronounce it. And they asked, what advice would you give to someone that is looking to be more positive? You always say choose happiness. Do you have any tips to help us do that? That is a great question. What you have to do in the process of choosing happiness, because I know, yes, always choose happiness. That doesn't, you understand, like, yes, you need to be happy, but you need to know how to do it. And with everybody else, it's going to be a little bit different. The way I did it, what I did, I sat down every single day and I took about an hour to myself with no electronics, nothing that could distract me but my mind. And I thought about every single thing that was going on in my life, and I viewed myself as an outsider. Like, I was standing outside of this door, questioning, am I doing this right? Should I change it? Should I get rid of it? Should I just ignore it? Or should I continue? Is it making me happy? And that's what you guys need to do. And I know it's hard finding an hour out of your day to just sit down and think. But whether you think for an hour a day or you think for 5 minutes, it helps. And you need to do it every single day, every single time that you get a free moment. And if there is anything bad that is making you, unhappy, either find a way to fix it or get rid of it. Just toss it out like it's a piece of paper. Don't even worry about it. Say, all right, that's in my past. I need to let it go and not worry about it anymore because it's bringing me down. And that's really what you have to do. You have to get rid of the unhappy and sad and depressing and angry problems that you have in your mind, going on in your life, and get rid of it. And while getting rid of that, put in a solution that will cover that place. And do something that makes you happy, whether it be taking a vacation. Take a vacation. Do anything that makes you happy. What makes me happy is interacting with people and writing and vlogging. Those are 3 things that makes me very, very happy. And I know they seem like hobbies, but they're more than hobbies. They mean something to me, and it puts me in a better mood to do. And also with like positive and negative things, anything that seems negative to you, you need to look on the bright side and say, okay, well, this has happened for a reason. Like my car accident, for instance, it's a negative thing. I have a scar on my face, but you know what? I took it as a positive reaction and said, okay, you know what? Things happen for a reason. I have this scar. I have this huge laceration on my head because there's a reason for it. And there was. I got all of you. And, I have so many more, things being brought into my life and so many journeys that I'm going to be brought on. And there are going to be difficult times. That's part of life. There's always going to be difficult times. We're not controllable. Only we can control ourselves. And it may seem like another person can control us. Really, they can't. That's your mind telling you that to let them do it. Don't let anybody else control you but yourself. And like I was saying with the whole positive and negative thing, take that negative situation and turn it into a positive one and say, there's going to be a great outcome to this. And that's, set your mind to it. Set your mind to being happy and set your mind to being positive, and you'll get through it, okay? let's see here. We can knock off that question. I saw a question about getting over a crush. That comes from Crazy Girl 2, or Gur 2. They asked, how do you get over a crush? And I've gotten this question so many times. I'm so thankful that, you guys have come to me to ask this. It's not easy getting over a crush, but it is doable. And you may not think it is. Trust me, it is. What you have to do, even if you do not want to do this, you need to, because that's the only way that you're going to get over it. You need to delete them out of your life. And even if you want to someday be friends with them, delete them out of your life for a few months. Let yourself rebuild. Let your heart rebuild back up. Let yourself be happy and be free. And, don't talk to them for a period of time, And that's how you will truly get over a crush. If you're friends with them on Facebook, delete them off of Facebook, delete their number. I know it's hard doing this, but if you have anything of theirs, give it back to them. If you were a relationship that wrote letters to each other, burn them. That's the best solution, is to burn them. Don't rip them up and throw it in the garbage. That doesn't help. Burning them, it helps. Trust me, it helps. And if you feel like down the road, like a few months later or years later, you feel like, okay, you're happy, you're over them, and you want to be friends with them, connect back with them and say, listen, I've matured, I'm over what had happened, I accept everything that had happened, and it won't be brought back up, but I would like to continue being friends with you because, we did have a connection at once, and, we've gotten to know each other, and, I don't want to let that go. That part, the friendship part, you don't want to let that go, like, if you want to still continue being friends with them, and, that's what you gotta do. Now, somebody asked, on to the next question, somebody, Meanie Bunty Welt, I hope I said that right, they said, how old are you? Sorry if you've already answered that. I've gotten this question from so many of you guys. I don't give out my age, but I am a high school student in the United States, and I am going to be a junior this year in high school, and so if that gives you kind of a little bit of feel, if you guys know like the age ranges, whatever the word is that I can't say, then you have a pretty good idea of how old I am. But like I said, I don't give out my age for many different reasons, and so yeah. Now, Amelia114, she has asked 5 questions. First one, did you need to go to a psychologist after the accident, or it was all fine? See, I do have a psychiatrist, and somebody that I talk to. I go and talk to them about every 2 weeks, every 3 weeks, and she is an amazing person. I've had her since I was 7 years old, and I can connect with her, but she knows about the accident, but I haven't been to see her, and I think it will help me a little bit when I do get to go see her. I don't know when I'll be able to see her. It's not going to be for a few months because I'm leaving to go on vacation, but once I can go talk to her, I feel like it's going to take a lot off my chest. And I mean, it wasn't fine, I'd particularly say. It wasn't great, but it was but it wasn't okay. But it will take a lot off my chest. On to the next one. How will you know that it's going to be the one for you? Who will be the one for you? How will you know? I will know when my heart and my body tells me it's the one. I believe she will come when we're both ready to meet each other. And that's, I'm waiting for it, because I cannot wait to meet the woman that I'm going to spend the rest of my life with. Are your friends gay too? I do have gay friends, a lot over the internet, not too many in, my town. There are people in my school that are, but I don't really associate with them. I associate with like 3 of them. But I am that person in the high school that let's take your high school experiences or school experiences wherever you are. I am that person in the cafeteria during lunchtime who sits by themselves at a table. I am that person. I am the person who walks in the halls to class by themselves. I am the person who will smile at you even if you give me a dirty look. I don't have too many friends in this school. I could count how many friends I have in the school off of this hand. A lot of my friends have moved away, such as like Morgan and Alyssa. They moved to Myrtle Beach, and I'm hoping that I get to go see them this year, like during the summer, because I did see them, and but I don't mind being that outcast in high school. I don't mind being the person who is the outcast. I don't mind being alone 99.9% of my day. I don't, because I get to come home and I get to interact with all of you. But now it's summertime, and I don't have to worry about the people at my school. Okay, on to the next one. How long did you need to accept yourself after realizing you are gay? I realized it when I was very, very, very young. I was 6.5 going on 7. And, I accepted it. Being so young, you're probably thinking, how did you know about that? I have family members who are gay. My uncle, who is gay. I have an aunt who is gay. And I wouldn't doubt it if I have cousins that are gay, because I have a very, very, very big family. My grandmother has, 18 siblings, and that leads, with 2nd, 3rd, and 4th cousins, and so on and so forth. So, very, very big family. But, I accepted myself, and I said, this is okay. I'm going to be who I am. And then, getting into my teenage years, I had started to date boys because I wanted to make my parents happy, because I would see how happy they were when my brother would bring home a girl. And, I didn't know how to come out to them yet. And that's how you know that you're not ready to come out, is when you're scared. And you shouldn't come out when you are scared. And so I would bring home guys, and in my early teenage years, and I would try to cover it up. And then I try to get rid of it, and I try to, like I said, I try to hide it. And I knew my mom, she wanted me to have this amazing life with a guy that I would fall in love with, and have children to be her grandchildren. And I'm doing all that, Mom, but I'm gonna be with a woman, and you know that. You know that if you watch this video. Hi, Mom. But, you know, it took a lot of strength, most definitely. Like, I know I accepted myself, but I try to hide it. This question comes from Ankle Clicker. If my crush is also my best friend and I am a girl, how do I move on from being best friends to more than that without getting awkward or seeming desperate? That is a good question. What you need to do, you need to talk with your best friend. You know, sit her down and say, you know, I have something serious to talk to you about. And, you know, explain to her your feelings. Ow, I just hit my elbow. But explain to her your feelings and see what she has to say. You know, if she takes it like, oh, you shouldn't have those feelings, you know, then say, okay, I'm sorry that I put that on you. I'm going to try my best to take away all those feelings and, you know, find a different person to like. But, you know, if she does like you back, or he, and, you know, you are best friends, but you don't want it to get, like, awkward, it shouldn't get awkward because you guys are already best friends, and if you're best friends, that means you must have things in common. So, you know, try to take it to the next level, and, you know, it all depends on what their reaction is to it. So I'd say tell them straight out, and you should tell anybody. Like, if you like somebody, be like, hey, I like you, you know, and that's how I am. Like, if I like somebody, I'm like, hey, you know, I like you, I think you're attractive, but you won't seem desperate. Now, ways that you could seem desperate is really, like, jumping onto that person and be like, oh my god, date me, you know, and we need to go out and, you know, double date or something. You know, double dating is good, but don't rush that upon somebody, you know. You gotta take it slow and let it all come together. And so I want to thank every single one of you for watching my question and answer video, and I know this is split into parts, but that was the easiest way to do it because there were so many clips of 10-minute long, you know, question and answers, and I definitely love doing this. And so if you have any questions, leave a comment right down there, answer or ask me the question, and I'll answer it in my next question and answer video. And I'm hoping that next time, you know, it won't be into parts, but I mean, if it is, that's great. I love answering all your questions, and I hope you guys love me answering your questions to see, you know, that I actually did read your comments. And, you know, I wrote down every single person's comment. Every single person. And so thank you so much for submitting your questions. Submit more questions my way, and, you know, give this video a thumbs up, subscribe right up there, and I'll see you guys in the next Q&A or the next vlog. I love you guys, and bye.